that we all are in the audience of people who have deep knowledge of enlargement process of the EU and all European affairs in general. I think that the let's say peacemaking or peace resolution elements in the enlargement were present for several decades. Yes, so that's the Cyprus that joined the EU in 2004, the question for finding peace in Cyprus and then the solution for there was on the agenda. For Balkan states, the association agreements, they have titled stabilization and association agreement. So it's also like was a context that existed and still continue to exist in Western Balkans. In case of Ukraine, so that it's natural that accession to the EU is used in the discussion about future of Ukraine. And when we are talking about all these things, we need to understand that we have ongoing war. So that's why there are like talks about what will be the framework for future security and for Ukraine. And we see that the clarity about integration of Ukraine to the European Union, that we belong to European family, is a very clear assurance to all the world that we are united with Europe. So that's why this is our path for generations, and generations in future. And that will not give any doubts for that are seeded by Russia, that about zones of interest and all this geopolitical vocabulary they use. This is one thing. Another thing is that in the early months of massive aggression, the interoperability with the EU, the openness of the EU saved us in terms of supply of things, in terms of protecting Ukrainian people and so on. So that's why integration with the EU is one of the core elements of our, let's say, civil resilience. If we can use this term, I didn't know that. I don't know whether it was used. And so that's another thing. And as well, I think that the big and unified European Union with all candidate states joining the European Union, so it means Ukraine, Moldova, and Balkan states, will be the biggest proof that Europe is united and Russia cannot threat all of us with any aggression, actual or hypothetical. So that's why it is natural that Ukraine is highlighting that integration to the European Union is one of, let's say, cornerstones, together with Ukrainian army, of future peace.